Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have the Path of Life background music OST. I guess this is the overall theme that plays with a more recent event of the same name. I think I have heard a song or two from this, especially since on my sidebar I am seeing videos with the little red "I've watched it" bar underneath it, so I'm sure I've listened to some, but they're all in Chinese, so there's no way I'm going to remember what their title is at this point. But either way, people wanted me to listen to this one, specifically a random comment I decided to pick out from Oh That's Wild. I just scrolled looking through Arknights comments until I saw one with a somewhat high like count, and this one was there. So without further ado and further yapping, let's go. Whew. That bass is just rumbling down there. Got lower. Jesus. That bass line has a lot of yo ho ho energy, if you know what I'm talking about. Beautiful vocals on top, too. Ooh. Ooh. Kind of like a spooky bubbling going on here. Man, they're really sticking with that water motif, huh? Sorry I'm so quiet. There's just enough going on in here that I don't want to miss it. Ooh, a slight pinch bend there too. All right. Ooh, there are layers in there for sure. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about when I say yo ho ho energy, if that was not clear, it's very nautical. This like lower bass that's being played throughout here, that sub bass holding the rest of the song up, is very much reminiscent of bass lines that would be played alongside very cinematic tracks that are also trying to convey that pirate feel. And I obviously do know these characters. I know why that is. I know why they're leaning so hard into the seaborne motif here. And the way it's doing that is really cool too. Like the bass line is more written as if it were kind of a vocal line, a bass supporting the rest of the vocals up top. It's matching with the voices all the way up there, those like more siren-esque vocals on the top, because those are handling the main melody up top, and down below you need something else to support that. There's not much else going on in between other than like percussive stings and other like little texture sounds in there. Nothing melodic, at least. So it's just like, okay, how do we support this from all the way below, underneath? And the way to do that would be treating it as if it were a voice. So the way that it's matching these tones is very much how like a group of a cappella vocalists would handle it. Not so much a traditional bass line, which would be a lot more straightforward, whereas this is much more supportive of that vocal line up top. That's characteristic mostly by how it's moving. Like as the voices go down, that goes up. It's trying to match itself and feel like it's part of that overall mix in the voice, instead of sounding like a standard bass line just sitting on the bottom, just hitting the same couple notes and doing its job otherwise, which it still does, but it's a lot more supportive by trying to mimic that vocal line up top and kind of trade spaces with it in how it's moving melodically. That's a very wordy and nerdy way to say that this is basically the bass line being a harmony line, when usually a bass is a rhythmic instrument or a rhythmic tone. So it's something that doesn't really need to be perfectly matched with the overall harmonic link up there at the top. That's usually what the vocals are doing. But if you're trying to use it to support that, changing up how you approach the bass is exactly what you would need to do. And I just think that that is really cool that whoever wrote this background music knew to do that and felt like it was proper. It almost makes it feel a little bit more like a folk song or even a shanty because of how that trade-off is working and how it lands in the ear. Of course, as the song goes on, you get a few more melodic things in there, but they're all accentual, like that little synth in there going like boo-da boo-da-lee, boo-da boo-da-lee. It was kind of that bubbly sound I was talking about, and also the like bells that were kind of just dancing around doing their thing, and that kind of gave me the invocation of like ice, you know, like it was all very water, which like I said is exactly understandable as to why they're going that route, but every sound in here was reinforcing that motif and that feeling, you know, like you want to make a world, make everything feel like it fits, so you would go for instruments that are traditionally matched in our expectations of what that sound would be. And that's exactly how they approached it, and it just works really well here. And since this is a background song, I know this probably just plays on loop in the background behind either the main event screens or even a menu of some sort. I'm not sure, but I'm sure it does play at some point like that, and it loops pretty well for that as well. It's very subtle, it's low-key, it doesn't have a lot of high-flying, like punch-you-in-the-face energy like you would for a battle theme or something. I'm sure the battle theme for this event would probably be something much more aggressive, frankly. It would be a lot more of that cinematic energy, most likely. There's really no way to say unless I do listen to that eventually, and we'll see if that actually is the case, but I won't know until that happens. So until then, this one, very well done, and I love how they attacked, especially that bass line. That was definitely the standout for this song overall. So yeah, I guess if you enjoyed this video and you want to request something else from Arknights, by all means, be my guest and drop it in the comments below, and I will do my best to get to it, as I always do. And as always, if you just like this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, more videos will be coming every single week this entire year. So if you like seeing me yap about stuff, definitely be sure to stick around for more, because more will be happening more frequently. And if you want to follow me and support me to see all that, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!